حتى تعانق دمعة الفكر تناجي الله في صبر وترجو رحمة تسري فعاش القلب إخلاصا وصرت تحوم كالطير تحلق في ثقافات وتنهل من ربى الخير.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. Welcome to this video of my Kurdish Turkish culture. I'm going to tell you guys a bit about what my culture is about, different things that we do at weddings, the foods that we eat, maybe even the way we walk, we have our own culture and everything that we do, inshallah. So today's video is going to be about that. I know usually I do videos on Nasiyah or Dawah, but I thought I'd make it a bit different, a bit fun, inshallah, and show you a little bit of the funny side, or should I say my cultural side to me. Which I don't really follow culture, to be honest. But yeah, okay. So I asked a couple of people on Facebook and Instagram, so I'm going to kind of go through them. I'm mainly Kurdish. And yeah, I'm mainly Kurdish, but obviously we have a lot of Turkish culture as well. And we have a lot of Turks and Kurds in my family. We are originally Kurdish. We live in a part of Turkey, in a village called Kayseri. Which you will see on the map, inshallah. Now, as Kurds, many years ago, politically, I'm just going to talk about politically, basically certain parts of Iraq, Iran, Syria, Turkey, is supposed to be Kurdistan. Just like, the Bangladesh and Pakistan got the independence, we are still waiting for that, and there's a big conflict between the Turks and Kurds. They really don't like each other, even though on both sides, there's Sunni Turks and there's Sunni Kurds as well. But my part of the family, they are Alawi. But not the Alawi that I'm talking about in the Syrian side, the ones that do shirk on a big level. To be honest, most of my family is that. My dad's agnostic. Me personally, I didn't have no religion myself. I just believed in God always. Did my research for a couple of years and accepted Islam. And there's a lot of Sunni Kurds, like Kurds that actually, follow the Prophet. There's a lot of Kurds that follow the Quran and the Sunnah. But some of them, like I said, they are Alawi. Now, there's a big conflict, like I said, between the Turks and Kurds. They don't really like each other due to this, because certain parts of Turkey is supposed to be Kurdistan, and again with Iran, Iraq. But the majority of the part, as far as I know, if I'm not mistaken, is in Turkey. But Turkey doesn't want that. They don't want that. They just want one country, and etc. etc. So they have a lot of conflict. Moving away from that. Food. When it comes to our food, well, we have a variety of food. The Turkish, Kurdish culture, the food is just, the variety is too much. For example, with the Pakistanis, the Asians, no offense, I don't know about any other cultures. Yeah, their food, as far as I know, yeah, look, I like biryani, I like Asian food, I like Chinese food, yeah. But with the curry, it's just, to me, it seems like it's just curry, and it's just curry. It's just that you have, I don't know, different kinds of curry. It's just the same curry. It just looks the same. It's just like different ingredients are inside. With us, we have a variety. We have, we have vine leaves. We have pastry, like pastry with chicken, pastry with spinach, pastry with cheese. We have soups. We have a variety of soups. We have different kinds of dishes that we do with rice. It's not just rice. So I'm just going to put a couple of pictures on the screen. You will see all the kind of foods that we have. It's huge, it's humongous, the variety. When it comes to desserts, baklava, as far as I know, it's Turkish. Some people say it's not. I think it is. We have, for example, this ice cream in Turkey, which you can have. It's called marash doldurması. It's really, really like, it's a weird way of ice cream. It's ice cream, but it's really hard. You need to actually chew it to eat it. And they do a little bit funny thing with the ice cream, which I will show you, inshallah. You can see for yourself.
Mix. Evet, değerli. Kameraman mı açtın?
صورك ما تفيني صورك انا هلا الكاميرات عم تصورك عمي.
الكاميرات.
شو مشهور انا.
Haydi. Hey. Baba koç. Kamerayı bak.
صورني يا
Sen uyan. What is your name?
فادي.
Hadi.
And the desserts, like I said, is a variety. Doner kebab. What does doner mean? What does it stand for? Like, what does the word doner mean? The word doner means rotates. That's why it's called doner, because once it's on that heating thing, it turns around. Do you get it? So doner means rotates. Yeah? So when you say doner kebab, it's kebab that rotates kebab, if that makes sense, yeah? Whichever one you want to use. So it rotates, so it gets cooked like that. That's why it's called doner. Yeah, I guess you're very happy to hear that. Basically, when it comes to, like, for example, when our old elders come, we have to stand up out of respect. So when you meet your granddad or your grandparents, if they're elders here, even if they're not, you have to kiss their hand and put it in your forehead. And then we kiss their cheek. Like, for example, we don't actually kiss the cheek. It's just like, you do this. The Arabs do it 3 times, like 1, 2, 3. We do it twice. So what we do is we do it like once, twice. Traditional clothing. Well, the Kurdish traditional clothing, I'll show you both Kurdish and Turkish, yeah, which you see on both sides, for men and women. This is how they dress up. It's traditional clothing. It's traditional clothing. As you can see, maybe it's got some Islamic values in there as well. Yeah, and the men dress up like that. And also, when it comes to weddings, now how we do is basically, as far as I know, you find somebody. After you find that, you speak to your mom goes to their parents' house. So basically you go there. Now once you go there, you go and speak, and you just have arrangement, you just get to know each other. The next time you go, it's called the tatlı, like you take, baklava and sweets, the Turkish desserts. You take that with you, and you go there, and the families get to know each other, etc., etc. And then they, as far as I know, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't know much about my culture, they put the rings on. There's like a red ribbon thing going across, and somebody cuts it. I don't know if that's bid'ah. But that's what they do. Then, etc., etc. They plan everything, wedding, blah blah blah. After they do that, then it's like they have the henna night. And the henna night is basically, as you know, you go there, they put henna on the hand, the man and the girl. I think Asians just do it on the woman. So basically that's what they do, and the girl has this red thing over her head, so she needs to pretend that she's crying. Most of the times I'm sure she's joyous that she's getting married. After that, straight after, maybe like a week in between, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, or maybe a month, they do the actual wedding. In the weddings, as far as I know, this changes with Turkish and Kurdish. It depends if you're religious or not, but on the non-religious side, music, they have music, it's just fine, just free mixing. They have alcohol. The bride, what she would do is she would sit in the middle of the hall, for example. Her close relatives, cousins, let's say, they dance around her, pretending that they want her hand in marriage. Like, it's a bit weird, yeah. They want her hand in marriage, and they go up to her, like, trying to perform, like trying to impress her, yeah. They do this kind of dance like this. I think that's how you do it, or they just clap. I don't know what else they do. I'm not the kind of person that likes to dance, so I'm sure you guys are laughing at the way I danced a minute ago. So they dance around her, go up to her, give her something, and then basically what she does is she turns away, meaning, no, I don't want you, go away, yeah. Then somebody else tries, and he probably does backflips or does some breakdancing. I don't know what he does. Then he tries. After a couple of people trying, she rejects. Then finally the groom comes, and he goes in, and he's like, "Ooh, yes," he just does a bit of a backspin or something, and then goes up to her, and then she says, gives her hand, and she says, "Ooh," everybody starts clapping, getting excited. And also they have this thing called testi, yeah. It's like a vase. So what they do is they basically put money in it, and the bride just goes and dances and just smashes it on the floor, and then there's money and sweets, and the kids just start flag kicking each other, jumping to make some money. When it comes to giving gifts, it's mainly money and gold. This is how we do it, and they literally make on that day, I know, like minimum 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. There's times of 70,000, depends how wealthy your family is. The language, what can I teach you? Okay, for example, if you basically, I'll say something in Turkish. Seni seviyorum, that means I love you. Nasılsın means how are you? Then you say I'm okay, iyiyim. Neredesin means where are you? Ben çok mutluyum means I'm so happy. Anne means mom. Baba means dad. Nene means grandma. Dede means granddad. Auntie, teyze. Uncle, amca. Cousin is kuzen. Same thing really. So basically, my Kurdish culture, we have something called Nevroz. We celebrate that. It's like a new year where it marks the beginning of spring. So that's where we, for example, celebrate every single year. Sometimes they make fires, jump over the fire. Last time I know, I went to one, 2 people tried to jump over the fire, and they headbutted each other and fell into the fire, but they were okay. Yeah, so Nowruz is something that's celebrated in a big way. They wear traditional clothing, which you can see on the screen, inshallah. Yeah, Turkish tea. When it comes to tea, like my dad, he drinks so much tea. Like tea is served not in the big cups, like small cups. So my dad would just zip like 40 a day. Turkish coffee. When it comes to Turkish coffee, can I bring Brother Oyen here, please? Brother Oyen, would you like to come and express to us what happened with your Turkish coffee?
Don't ever drink coffee. Don't ever drink Turkish coffee.
So
Do that.
okay, if you're gonna drink Turkish coffee with water, don't do that.
Moroccan tea all the way.
Turkish tea. No, I'm joking. So Brother Oyen tried Turkish coffee with water only. What I would prefer is, I don't even like that, because what they usually do is, and this is shirk, yeah, just stay away from this. They use water in a little cup and then they drink it. It's really nasty, it's really not nice. Then what they do is they turn the cup over, right? And then they wait for a certain bit, and someone in the family who pretends, you know, some kind of like sees the future or something, turns it around and sees these signs and goes, oh yeah, you know, I can see donkey, and yeah, you're gonna have beef for lunch or something like that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? To be honest, I find it ridiculous. It's shirk, you should stay away from it. Somebody asked about the dowry system. We don't go and give the girl, like, there's no dowry basically. You know, when they get married, they got like 30, 40 grand, they can do whatever, open a business or a kebab shop, you know, sell kebabs for that. There is this thing before you ask for basically her hand, like you go and basically if they put sugar in your tea or coffee, I don't know what it is, that it's like, yes, I'm happy, I want to marry you. But if they put salt or something along those lines, it's not happening. Just get the idea and just kind of walk out the door. Okay, somebody's asked basically, why do most Kurdish guys pluck their eyebrows? I've never heard that in my life. I don't know they pluck their eyebrows. How many kids do Kurds usually have? Changes really, not many though. Somebody asked, why is Kurdish Turkish guys so hairy? I don't think they are, you know. I'm not a hairy guy, to be honest. Okay, when it comes to culture and marriage, to be honest, with our culture, we are okay. We don't have that kind of cultural, like, thing of, oh, he has to be from my caste or my tribe, or like, you know, he has to be from my tribe, he has to dance the way we dance, or if he doesn't, you can't marry my daughter. We don't have that. Go to your Turkish supermarket and buy this Turkish sucuk. It's called sucuk, yeah? I'm telling you, it's halal as well, thank God, yeah? Like, you gotta try sucuk, I'm telling you. You don't wanna cook it too much. You can eat it raw, yeah? Yeah, like, it's not raw, it's kind of cooked, but you have to try it. It's just got this flavor I cannot explain to you guys. It's sucuk, the pictures here, you can choose. Try it. Just get some, go home, thank me later. I think it's not from our culture to eat with our hands. Me personally, I eat, like rice, I can't eat with my hands, yeah? Chicken, I have to eat with my hands, yeah? You know, I will eat with my hands with certain stuff, but rice and couscous or this, that, nah, I'm using spoon. I can't do that. When I came to the UK, I was 1 year old. Obviously, I didn't come by myself, neither did I swim across the border. I came with my family. But there's beautiful places in Turkey. There's places like Marmaris, Antalya, Alanya. There's really, really lovely places. So Turkey in all is a beautiful country, and the Blue Mosque, as you guys know, somewhere I need to go. I haven't gone myself as well, even though I'm Turkish. Okay, yeah, somebody goes, why does my country rip people off? Well, to be honest, if you go to Turkey, if you seem like a foreigner, they will give you a different price. And if you're, you know, haggling, do tell them, you know, abi biraz daha ucuz yap. So that means, brother, please make it a little bit cheaper. So you can use that. When it comes to drink here, one of the things that you really need to try when you go to a restaurant is ayran. Ayran is something that's made with yogurt, water, and a bit of salt, and you mix it. It's really nice. You got to try it. Like if you're having your kebab, you should try it. Also, when it comes to, like, for example, like when I'm at home, yeah, my mum makes things from scratch. Like for example, yogurt. When you guys go buy, you know, the Greek yogurt. For example, you guys go and buy it from Tesco's. My mum makes it fresh. Like as far as I know, she uses milk that are about to go out of date or something along those lines. I'm not really sure yet. Don't worry, we don't eat anything booky like that. But she uses milk to make yogurt. She makes cheese out of that, fresh. Sometimes around near my house where I live, there's a tree that there's berries that grow on it. So basically she goes and picks berries, brings them. Like a lot of my family do that as well, and she just mashes them up and do some kind of stuff, and she makes jam out of them. But two things that I would say to you about Kurdish Turkish women and Turkish Kurdish, for example, men. The women, as far as I know, from what I know, they're really like, how can I say it, like cooking, they like to cook, hygienic, they are very hygienic. When it comes to hygiene, yeah, they are hygienic. Like they would really like tidy up the house, etc. They're always in the house doing something, like alhamdulillah. That's what I know. But when it comes to men, one thing that I've noticed about the Turkish Kurdish men, to be honest, it changes really, but majority of them, they just, like this they're on this Romeo flex, like they're romantic, they're like really romantic. But as far as I know from Turkish men, if you said one thing, I would say they are they listen to these Turkish romantic musics and they go in a mad one, go in front of the girl's house and say, I love you, send a savior. They just write it down with roses in the middle of the road, block the whole traffic, like those kind of type of individuals, to be honest. I don't know how to speak Kurdish. I was not taught, to be honest, how to speak Kurdish, so I don't really know my own language, to be honest. You guys know, like, for example, Salahuddin Ayyubi, rahimallah, basically one of the greatest warriors who was Kurdish, to be honest. But a lot of people really forget that in the Kurdish community, that, you know, they don't have that Islamic side and they actually hate Islam. But that's because of certain reasons, like, for example, certain Turkish Muslim Sunnis that have tortured them because of their beliefs, which is wrong, you know, which is wrong. But that's one of the reasons why. My culture, does it treat males and females the same? Well, just like in any culture, majority-wise, it's like, you know, men do get away with certain stuff that women cannot get away with, unfortunately. But obviously, as we know, in Islam, in the sight of Allah, they're both the same with the stuff that they do, good or bad. Another thing Turkish delight, yeah, I don't like. It depends which one, yeah. But it's just like hard jelly. It's like you have to chew it. Me, I'm not really fond of like sweets. Do you get what I'm trying to say? My favorite one is Şekerpare. Oh my gosh, I love this. You have to try this. It's this. I can't explain. You have to try it. When it comes to the language, the Kurds in Iraq speak different to the Kurdish language in Turkey, spoken by Kurdish Turks. Also, one thing that I forgot to mention to you guys, and also at the weddings, what they do is we dance in a way, like, for example, me, I personally, I don't like it, yeah, but males and females, they dance in a way where they're just like hand to hand, like they hold like this, or they hold hands like that, and they just go around to certain music. Oh yeah, one thing that you would know about Turks and Kurds is this nazar thing, blue eye thing. And to be honest, it's shirk, you know, it doesn't, because what they believe is they put it on little babies, for example, they put it in their house or in their car, and it's just like, oh, it will protect you from nazar, and that's shirk, because at the end of the day, we believe protection comes from Allah. We don't believe in these blue things. To be honest, when I first came to Islam, I had it in my car, and when I clocked, I just threw it out, to be honest, because I didn't know shirk. You should put your whole trust in Allah. And then also, guys, when it comes to that, for example, breakfast, our breakfast is variety. In the morning, you just have egg, cheese, olives, more cheese, yogurt, jam, all kinds of jam, tea, toast, tomatoes, cucumber, everything. It's just like a bit of everything on the table. It's crazy, you know. That's what it is. When it comes to food, that's what I'm saying. The variety is huge. Çok sağ olun izlediğiniz için. İnşallah zevk aldınız, öğrendiniz benim kültürümü, Türk-Kürt kültürümü. Dediğim gibi kendinize iyi bakın. Çok sağ olun. Allah'a emanet olun. Subscribe olmayı da unutmayın inşallah. Görüşmek üzere. Assalamu alaikum. So guys, here's the challenge for you guys. I'm going to ask you 3 questions in Turkish. Let's see if you guys can find out for your Turkish friends through Google Translation what I'm saying, and type in the comments below. And adın ne? Kaç yaşındasın ve nerelisin? That are the 3 questions I asked you. Let's see if you can find out what I'm saying. Put it in the comment section. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Shoot, what I do. Na na na na na.